Hello. Today on the Artist of Change, we receive for the second time Noor Olain. She's in Islamabad, Pakistan. She's a specialist of image and also human resources. Thank you, Noor, for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. It's always
Yes.
pleasure to join you.
Today, I think it's a good time to talk about that fact, image, because online. Corporations, yes, have an image, and this is important to project the good image to have your corporation, your company being well seen. But for individuals, this is sometimes different because today so many people try to be recognized online, and this is hard to be recognized among all that enormous crowd of people who are there. For you, what is the first importance for a person and also for a company first to be recognized online.
All right. Uh, for that, first we need to understand actually what image consultation is. Most of the people they misunderstood it that as an image consultant or in image consulting only their wardrobe will be checked or also people will be educated about their wardrobe or about their dressing. But it is overall your presence about how people will perceive about you. If we talk about corporate, so in corporate, definitely first it's your appearance, your body language, your tonality, your etiquettes, and also your critical thinking. These are the specific element that as an image consultant, they work on you. They work personality by personality. And it is very important nowadays because most of the organization when they hire a candidate, so with their skills they see these specific aspects of themselves as well, which is their appearance. The person know how to dress up as per the requirement of the occasion, also how they are responding during meetings, during interview questions, also how they are presenting themselves. So it is very important that how you perceive yourself in eyes of others.
And if, for example, if a person wants to change her or his own image online because of many factors, what is the best way for a person to change his or her image and how much time it takes to succeed at that?
Yeah. First of all, it is necessary to understand that if you want to change your personality or image, so first you don't need to copy other. For example, if I follow some celebrity or if I like some of my friends, their specific traits, so I cannot copy them. Most of the people they take change in that way that they copy them. It also depends on your background, your culture, your ecosystem. So you have to see those aspects as well. Everyone, they should change as per the requirement, as per the need of, it is need of the today. For that, you have to take a small steps. For example, if you want to change yourself, first you have to know yourself that who are you and what are the elements that you need to change or bring, you need to enhance in yourself. For that, you have to work on yourself. For example, if the person, if we see about corporate, in corporate setting, if the person is not able to speak during meeting, he is not able to give his point of view during meetings, so he need change, and change in a way he has to work on his communication skills, also about his public speaking skills, also about how to present themselves during the meeting. This is the main aspect that you can start change in yourself. Also other thing is if we talk about your appearance, so appearance is something that you cannot copy from others. You have to, you can bring your own image by picking few elements which you like in others, but you have to maintain your own personality. You don't need to copy others in, because you will lose your personality yourself as well if you try to copy others. So you have to bring change with baby steps. First you need to identify which are the requirement and where I am lacking and I have to improve myself.
I think that in fact when we study the image, for example, of the company or of a person, I think that the most important factor maybe is the capacity of communicating. Because if, for example, if a company or a person produce, post videos online, and that person, for example, is not good for communication in some language, because today most of the people feel forced to speak English because they think, okay, English is the international language. But in fact, me at least, I think that yes, this is important, but this is also important to communicate also in your own language. So
Yeah.
people must learn, I think, to how to communicate well and how to have the good tone and the good rhythm when they speak.
Yes, talking about that, the communication, if you are talking in your native language, so there is a proper setup that you have to convey message. For example, our native language is Urdu. So if I am telling someone in Urdu to sit down, right? And he perceive it that she's my tone is telling them that maybe I'm rude, I'm not telling them in a friendly way. So they will perceive something else. So we take communication that it's only English and we have to learn that, we have to work on that, but this is not the case. How you communicate properly through proper channel, that what I am thinking the other person has perceived that message, that matters in your language or in any other language. So sometimes we communicate with others and we think in our mind that message I wanted to convey, the other person has received in a way, but sometimes it doesn't happen, and it creates sometimes confusion and conflicts as well. So, as an image consultant, they teach you how to communicate in your normal language as well, normal day life. Where are the gaps that you have to fill that? So, it is very important.
Do you think that personally, yes, I think, but I don't want to give the answer for you. Do you think that, for example, for a person representing himself or herself, or representing a company, that the look the person will adopt is important? I mean, the clothes and the style that you project.
Yes, definitely. In my opinion, when you are in a corporate setting, in a meetings, there are specific way of dressing. There should be some solid colors, solid dressing. If you are leading the meeting, so you have to wear some specific color palette. And if you are part of the meeting, you are not leading that meeting, so you have to wear some specific palette of colors. And in corporate meetings or in corporate culture, you cannot dress up like most colorful dress, or the color is popping out, or also you are not comfortable. You are in a meeting and you are setting your stroll, you are setting your tie, you are not comfortable with that, you are setting your watch, or you are just doing your hairs that you're not comfortable, so it also give a very you can say vague impact about the person. So there should be in your wardrobe proper setting of dresses for daily wear, for specific meeting and specific occasions, so you can carry and wear according to the occasion.
Do you think that today in 2026, we will take the example of meeting in person,
Mm.
because sometimes it still happen. And when the companies, for example, organize meetings in person, first I think that, I'm not sure, but I think that often they will film, they will record the meeting to examine things after the meetings, to, okay, we saw that and we saw that and she said that. Do you think that this is still human, or maybe today people are submitted to some kind of pressure created by the new ideologies and the new technologies?
Yes, there is pressure
Yeah.
due to new technologies, due to new requirements. Now, in today's era, we are working in AI. So,
Yes.
when you are working on AI, so it is very important for the person that you have to be very responsive, spontaneous, and your behavioral background should be very calm and composed, because of most of your work could be done by AI. But if you have these specific characteristics, So you will be able to deal with such circumstances. Now you talk about that usually when we have people have on-site meetings, so they recheck that we ask this question and they assess their body language and their communication skill, their response. So definitely nowadays it is very important how you are responding, how you are engaging the other person you're in conversation, and what sort of communication and tone you are using. That matters a lot, because if you are dealing with your team or with your client, so there should be different tonality in communication, and that matters as well. Also, when you are giving prompt to AI, it should be very specific and it should be very critically written. It's not like that you can give generic prompt to AI and it will give you the result.
And do you think, because I know that you know that, do you think that right now some companies use artificial intelligence when they, for example, when they meet people for job interviews? I'm sure that in many cases they film the interview and they probably watch the interview after to analyze. And do you think that some companies use an artificial intelligence now to decide which employee they will hire?
Yes, there are some specific tools for recruitment for interview system. So companies are using that. Now, what that AI tool does is that we give them a prompt as a HR that we are hiring for this position. This is the JD, and we are hiring mid-level engineer, let's say. And we want him to communicate with our clients as well, parallelly with our team as well. So these personality traits we need in that specific person and also that technical skills. So that AI tool evaluate them as per that. Now humans has emotions. AI don't have emotions. So
Mhm.
they evaluate you as per the instructions given by the team. Now, when humans they are doing interview, there is possibility of, you can say, mistake, because sometimes we connect with human emotionally. Okay, this person has this five things best. In one, this thing he is lacking, so we can give him a chance. But AI will not give you this feedback. If we have given five parameters that we want this resource that she has these five characteristics, if that person is lacking in one, so it will be rejected. That is the reason most of the employee when they are get interviewed by the AI, so they are not shortlisted. Most of them, their body language is very confused.
Yeah.
Their facial expressions are very their facial expressions are not as per when they are matching with their tone. So these things also give a very huge impact about your personality. That is why that you need to work on yourself, on your personality. You don't need to change, you need to enhance, and through image consultation you can do that.
I think right now, this is my perception that in the modern society, actually, this is very stressing more than ever for people to first to go through the processes of hiring, the interviews, and all that. And after that, this is also very stressing because people are always afraid to be judged on their performance, on their personality, and many factors. Because I think the pressure is too strong right now on the people who are just trying to work to earn some money.
Yes, that is true, but there is a solution for each and everything. If they are facing that pressure, definitely you have to work on yourself. Let's say if you are confident, you know you can crack any interview, you know how to crack interview with AI tool, because on social media there are so many apps, there are so many tools, there are ton of information. If you work on yourself in a day, if you give yourself a 1 hour, you can work on yourself and you can crack any interview. You can go through any processes of interview. People who say that we are uh, judged during interview, now the company has their own parameters, they have to assess the person. If you can work on that, so definitely you will be the best person for the company. Now I have also seen that Some people say that I have given ton of interview, but I didn't get hired. I see on LinkedIn people are posting about that, so I'm not receiving any response from HR, or companies are not giving me chance. It's not about giving chance. It's about, if there is a willingness in you, there is a spark in you, companies will hire you. If your body language is very, you can say, vague, your communication skills are not up to the par, how company will hire you? At least you can work on your body language, your communication skill, how to present yourself. Skills can be taught by the company, but on these parameters you have to work on yourself.
It's very difficult, and I think this was a very interesting dialogue. And for now, thank you, and we will surely meet again, because I think in the actual society, this is so complicated to just get a job. In fact, because people are struggling to find one, and when they find a job, they are always under pressure and feeling that maybe I will lose my job. I mean, people feel like that, and this is why you see many people forced to stop working for a while because of their mental health.
Yes, but you have to identify what actually mental health is.
Mm.
There are some external, internal factors, so you have to see that as well. For that, there are some sessions, online webinars. Many I have seen image consultant, NLP practitioners, they are doing on that. They are doing one-on session. So if we join that, so you will get a clarity what actual pressure is, what actual stress is, and how to identify that. If I have issues with my friend, and I am in during my shift, I have any issue, yeah, or there is some issue which is occurs during my working hours, I cannot say that company is putting a lot of pressure on me, and I'm facing some mental issues. That's not company, it's your personal issues, but you
Mm.
want to blame on the company, or
Yeah.
anything that your any reason, the traffic or the political issues. So we actually don't know what actual the anxiety is, depression is, and what is the reason for that. So, but just we know how to blame that. There are some issues, people have some anxiety issues, but it's, you need to identify what it is actually.
Okay. So thank you, and we'll meet again, sure, soon. Thank you, Noor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.